Okay, the next part is how do I build a show out of the computer? Well, it's pretty simple. Here we have music files already in the electronic filing cabinet. We've got the news and weather, we've got all the sponsors, and if you keep scrolling down, it comes to music library. And you just open it. There's the icon here. I'm using the mouse, and you open it. And there's so much music in here. There's many you'd like, and you open them up. This is 100% decade of hits, and here they all are. There's probably 10,000 songs in this play rack, and the best thing to do is get familiar with it on your day off, or come in here when the studio is available, and just investigate what's in the play rack. Now that's the station play rack, but quite a few of the presenters have their own play rack, which we load for you and put a name on it. We have one presenter who's no longer with us, sadly. Colin passed away, but he left a legacy of lots of music. He was a big radio guy and had lots of music, and he left behind probably 20,000 tracks of music from pop, rock, jazz, blues, comedy, one-hit wonders, lots of Aussie music. We are obliged to play 25% Australian music, being a community radio station, not by law, but we're just obliged to do that. Flower Power Generation, there might be a song there from the 60s that you enjoy. We encourage people to mix it up. It's all about having fun on radio. And let's go now to maybe this Flower Power one, and we'll pick out a couple of songs. Um, Fleetwood Mac, and you just drop and drag into the play rack, and maybe another song, another one, and then you can put a stop. So once you play the music, which I'll do offline by using my cue button, I can have a listen without it going to air. So that's the one I want. So you can just stop the track. It'll sitting there for you. Now you just press your hot button. The next time you want to go to air, you just start it by doing a double click or pressing play, and it'll go to air. Now what happens is the music will continue with the next track that you've loaded until you put a command stop in, and then the music will stop. At that point, you can talk back, announce what you played, and that gives you an opportunity to now add in your scheduled sponsored commercial. Sorry, don't call them commercials. They're sponsors, and so we can put in our three sponsors on the quarter past the hour, half past the hour, and the quarter to the hour. You do your back announce, and then you could have loaded another song after the sponsors break. And what will happen here is the music would have stopped, and you do your back announce, and now you play your commercial, a sponsored message.
Mansfield 99.7 FM, your local emergency broadcaster.
And that'll continue playing your sponsor's announcement, and then that'll completely keep going and play music tracks right after. And you just keep creating little stacks of three. Three works very well. It's interesting because records are only 3 and 4 minutes long on an average, which means after the news, the weather, the sponsors' announcements, your chit chatter, you can probably only play really 12 to 15 tracks per hour. So it's not a lot of music, and surprising how quickly the hour goes past. So program sort of 15 minutes, half an hour in front of yourself. As you're playing them and it's unstacking, you start stacking it up again. So you're always 15 minutes or 30 minutes in front of yourself. Don't try and be 3 hours ahead of yourself. The screen's only so big. So just as the music's going through, it'll go to the next track until you tell it to stop. And to put the stop in, you insert stop. There, double click or just click, and the music will stop there for you to say whatever you want to say. And then by that time, you've already loaded a couple more sponsors, which drop and drag. And the beautiful thing about this computer system is you can keep changing the order. Sometimes you go, oh, no, I've done it and the order wrong. You just click on and just drop drag where you want to place it. So you have complete control over the computer. It's a very good system. It's called Radio Boss, and it's used all around the world. And it means that the big filing cabinet of the sponsors, the music, station IDs, community announcements, we record quite a few of those. The news comes in 3 minutes before the hour. It comes from a company called Air News. It's upgraded all the time. If a major event has happened, like in Mansfield a couple of years ago, we had an earthquake. Within the next hour, it was acknowledging we had an earthquake. So if you play the music, the news, 3 minutes before the hour, you'll have the latest news broadcast. Otherwise, it's last hour's news, which could be out of date. Again, you're just constantly looking at the screen. The computer tells you what time it is and how close you're getting to the news, and you can juggle what tune you want to put on, or an instrumental, or you might want to do a community announcement or read a story for a minute before the news. So it's very flexible. The best thing to do is on your time off, come in and have a play off air, listening to the cue button, have fun, and then it sets you up. You'll be confident to do your own show for as long as you like. So welcome to Radio Mansfield.